Welcome to Puerto Rico, and yes, it is part of the United States of America. American citizens do not need their passports to visit. Today we explore San Juan, Puerto Rico's capital city. It is also the second oldest city in the Western Hemisphere. By old, I mean 500 years old. What I love about San Juan is its colorful and uniquely styled architecture that brightens this sunny city. In San Juan, you can find a wide variety of Gothic, Baroque, mid-century modern, Spanish, and Moorish architectural designs. I suggest spontaneously walking through this beautiful city because there's always something interesting to be discovered. The city of San Juan is great for people watching, hidden gems, delicious food, salsa, and much more. As you walk through the city, the view of the Atlantic Ocean reminds you that indeed you are on an island. What I found fascinating about San Juan were how profound the houses were. The full depth of a building is known once you peek inside, but not from walking on the streets. Old San Juan made me feel like a kid in a candy store, but I was missing something.
Estoy en Puerto Rico y I forgot to bring my gafas de sol, my glasses, sunglasses. I can't even say it in English, but here I am. I'm so excited. Now I'm in a store and I'm gonna buy some sunglasses, gafas de sol. Everything here is in Puerto Rican flag. There's so much Puerto Rican pride. It's amazing. I cannot believe that these are $14. Like, seriously? They're really overcharging us here.
So I left that expensive souvenir shop to this one called Rainbow. This was more like it. And this was the winner.
Hi, so I'm walking through the streets of San Juan. This particular area is actually called Old San Juan, and it's very walkable, and I learned that it's pretty small, so it's easy to get around this little part of San Juan, of the capital, easily. I just love it because every nook and cranny of Old San Juan, Viejo San Juan, is just gorgeous with all these stunning buildings, people just gallivanting on the streets. It's amazing.
One thing you'll notice in Old San Juan, in fact, all of Puerto Rico and even New York, is the Puerto Rican flag. Puerto Ricans are loud and proud about it. Did I mention that Old San Juan is great for people watching? Even the design of restaurants here lets you do just that. It's possible to walk around all of Old San Juan in just one day. You'll know that you are at the edge once you see the Atlantic Ocean.
One thing I love of being in Puerto Rico is just being able to practice Spanish. It's very awkward a little bit, just having everyone in default Spanish and they're speaking Spanish to me. I'm just like, me, yo, ¿por qué me está hablando en español? But it's really exhilarating. And of course, there are some slangs in Puertorriqueño that I am not super familiar with, and I have to be like, ¿qué estás diciendo? For example, they say guagua, which I actually learned from my friends. That means bus. Another thing that they say that is different from me and I just learned today is chino. Por ejemplo, me gustaría jugo de chino, which means I would like a bottle of orange juice. So chino in Puerto Rican Spanish or Puertorriqueño, Español de Puertorriqueño, is orange. Other things I've learned here that they say, gordies, which means cute, like, but yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I love it.
Yeah.
So I'm just walking around Old San Juan, like I said before. I am actually looking for this famous umbrella street picture, which I'm just walking around to find it. But as I'm walking, I'm really pleasantly surprised just by the buildings and how peaceful it is. And just take a look at this. This building is just full of flowers. I love it.
So I was on my way to the famous Calle Fortaleza, which translates to Fortress Street. It is famous today on Instagram for its pretty art props. You never know what props are up for the season. This time it was pink butterflies. I think to represent the blossoming of the spring season, but besides the cute reputation it's known for today, Calle Fortaleza plays a huge historical and cultural significance in Puerto Rico. It is also known as Calle de la Resistencia. This is El Castillo del Morro de San Juan, or El Morro Castle, a U.S. national monument and also a great place to fly a kite because of how windy it is here.
We are here in Castillo San Felipe del Morro, or the San Juan National Historical Site. It's also a national park in the US, so I can definitely cross this off my list to see how stunning it is.
Entrance to the castle costs around $10. At the entrance, there will be a map summary that tells you how to see El Morro. El Morro was a fortified castle built in 1790 in San Juan by the Spanish to protect the city, defend themselves against other Europeans, and for trade between America and the rest of the world, as it is perfectly situated by the Atlantic Ocean. At the top of the castle, you can see the view of the ocean, also where the soldiers could see who was approaching the island. Today, if you're lucky, you may see an iguana tanning on the castle wall. As you walk through the castle, you'll find dungeons, tunnels, storerooms, barracks, and much more. It is an exciting place to be for the family and for history nerds. For your next day, I highly suggest that you visit the El Yunque National Forest. I went on a group tour via Airbnb Experiences. The El Yunque National Forest is the only tropical forest in the United States. For this tour, you should bring hiking shoes that can get wet and muddy, a water-resistant case for your phones or personal items, water bottles, sunscreens, maybe a helmet, and a light backpack. The good news is that you don't need bug spray here because surprisingly there are none. Well, not mosquitoes at least. My group and I finally arrived at El Yunque while listening to Bad Bunny for the entirety of this trip. Yo hago lo que me da la gana. Fun warning, expect to jump in refreshing water. Expect to get your feet and even your waist wet. Expect to slip a little, so get shoes with good grips. Did I say expect to jump in the water? Yes, there will be lots of that. Expect to slide down the water. Expect there to be crowds, but most importantly, expect to have a good time. Spend a day at the beach, start with watching the sunrise in the wee hours of the morning, and then lay all day on the beach. Swim, surf, paraglide, drink pina coladas, listen to the waves, or do fun water activities that suits you, but try not to get sunburned like I did. San Juan has tons of awesome beaches to check out. See the link in the comments section for a list of beaches that matches your vibe. Practice your Spanish. Locals can speak English in Puerto Rico, but they prefer to speak Spanish. You'll get more tips and connect better with locals when you do. This is me chatting with my Uber driver while he shares some local gems in San Juan.
Pero con los $5 puedes visitar los dos castillos.
Okay.
Y tienes 7 días para visitarlos.
Okay.
Entonces, si te gusta la piña colada, ¿has probado la piña colada?
No.
La piña colada es piña con coco.
If you like salsa, watch the locals play live salsa music and dance to it in La Placita in the Santurce neighborhood. It's a really fun crowd. Perhaps you like more chill vibes, then I'll suggest the Canon Piano Bar in Old San Juan, where you can listen to soothing piano music. This hidden gem of a lounge is full of layers. There is a swimming pool, an elegant owner with a parrot that talks. In short, the Canon Piano Bar is full of surprises.
Hola, mi amor. Hola. Whoever wants to be on the mailing list, you want to be with them. Vente, papi. Hola, mi amor. Hola.
I saved the best for the last. For sweets, try La Panadería España, which is a pastry shop with tons of Spanish and Puerto Rican sweets. As a person with a sweet tooth, this place felt like heaven. Can't visit Puerto Rico without trying their Pina Colada. If you don't drink alcohol, ask for a virgin or virgen in Espanol Pina Colada. This coconut and pineapple milkshake was so delicious that I slurped too quickly, giving myself an instant brain freeze.
So good. Love it.
I must warn you, the pigeons here aren't shy. This one wanted a drink too. More pina coladas, but with whipped cream on top. How about pina colada in a coconut? The options in Puerto Rico are limitless. Make sure you try their bacalaíto, salted cod fish fritter, mofongo with shrimp sauce.
Mofongo is a side, and then you mix it with
What is your mofongo?
plantain.
Oh, I didn't order that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like something around.
This was our first mofongo, so we were confused. Mallorca dessert with powdered sugar. Don't take this to the airport, by the way. Alcapurrias, fried yuca with veggies or meat of your choice. Quesito, a cheese dessert and guava treat. Mofongo churrasco, aka grilled steak mofongo. And of course, don't forget to try piña colada. Did I mention that already? I think I did. One more thing, try the fruits here. Tropical fruits always taste 10 times better than they do in the United States. Another thing to note is that pork is a common meat in most of the food here. So words like jamón or cerdo are ways to identify if a dish has pork or not. And that's it. That's how to spend a fun 3-day weekend in San Juan, Puerto Rico. There were definitely more things that I'd love to try during my visit. That's why I created a list for you and I to explore in the future. Check out my Puerto Rican guide with tips and restaurants, food, beaches, and much more. Link it in the comments section below. What's something you would like to do in San Juan, Puerto Rico? Let me know in the comment section too. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye! Hasta luego!